Hi everyone, Lakeside Canary here, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Now, there's a book I wish to recommend to you, and that book is The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly, an Irish author more known for his crime novels. The Book of Lost Things is set during World War II, that war that takes place between World War I and World War III, and follows David, a 12-year-old boy who struggles to overcome his mother's death and his father's eventual marriage to Rose, one of the nurses who was there during his mother's period of declining health and being unable to save her. This results in his half-brother Georgie, who is actually the reason the whole story takes place, more or less. It then involves David into being, I guess you could say, tricked by the crooked man into going to a land where stories are real. And it deals with his journey through said land and how he grows as a person. This land speaks to David because of all the stories his mother used to read to him before he had to read them to her due to her ill health. The Book of Lost Things subverts the classic fairy tales we know and love, changing them in clever and funny ways, and the reader will enjoy themselves by analysing the differences between them, even though a lot of the differences, because they're subverted, are so great. The Book of Lost Things, well, it appears to be a fantasy story. Well, it is a fantasy story. But if you ask me, it is more of a psychological coming-of-age story. And regarding Mr. Connolly himself, he does tend to favour filter words. Words like see, feel, hear, realise, all those words. And sometimes he does forego the show don't tell philosophy. But let's be honest, not all the writing rules can be followed all the time. Especially when you're inside the story, when you're writing it, and you want to produce the atmosphere, make the atmosphere a bit better than it would have been, So yeah, I think he deserves a bye there, really. I think some there are writing rules, but you don't really have to follow them, if you know what I'm saying. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, this story does try to tug at the heartstrings. However, in my opinion, it does not succeed as much as you would think. Another book, I'm sure everyone knows, is A Monster Calls, and that pulls it off so much better. Still, that's just one of the few negative things I can say about the story. The negative things do not outweigh the positive. And I strongly recommend you read this book, because it is still a great story. It is still a great coming-of-age story. And yes, that's it. Like I said, I recommend this story. It may not be for everyone, but yeah, it's still a good thing to read. Anyway, that's the end of my video. I hope you like, subscribe, comment, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you later!